Today is my Project Pan update. This is the 8th update, I believe, for August. I have a Project Pan playlist. If you want to start at the beginning, I will link it right here. And you can check out those videos. It'll open in a new window. So check out those videos if you haven't already. I'm going to insert a picture of my previous empties so we don't have to go through those all again. Not that there are that many, but you know, it gets long. But I do have 2 new empties. So the first empty is the CoverGirl Nature Luxe Gloss Balm in Coral. And the problem with these is that they have, I don't know if you can see, they have a slanted thing. So there's actually a decent, it's so messy. There's a decent amount of product still in here, like up on this side, before you get to the plastic that the product is in. But when you roll it up, it's like completely flat. However, this is old. I don't like it enough to dig into the plastic further than I can reach just applying it, so I am calling that done. They don't make these anymore. They're not bad, but this is actually very old, so I'm not gonna work on that any longer. Then the next empty that I have, I'm actually really excited about, and it's because I basically wasted a lot of it. I don't know how else to say it, because the color was not good for me. So I felt like I couldn't wear it out of the house. It just was not a flattering color for me, especially seeing it was so shiny. And that is the MAC lip gloss in the Viva Glam Gaga 2. So this nude one. I could probably try to scrape some more out of there, but it doesn't come out with the wand. So I'm just not going to worry with it. For some reason, I don't know, either my tastes have just changed or I finally realized that this does not look good on me. Because I liked it when I first got it, but that was years ago. And I liked it and I liked the color, but now I feel like the color does not look good on me. I don't like the lip gloss formula. So what I did for this was I used it as my lip balm at home because it was really wet. So I just treated it like a lip balm. So when I finished this one, I started using this one just when I was at home. Like anytime I was at home and didn't have on other lip products, I would put this on top of it. And that actually does make it go by very, very quickly. If you do it every day, like just whenever you're there. Once it was gone, I'd put some more on. So, you know, I feel like I kind of wasted it, but I wasn't going to wear it out in public because it just didn't look good on me. But yeah, I mean, in general, I would not buy MAC lip glosses again. I've finally gotten out of the MAC hole with all the limited editions, and I just, other than the few products that I do like of theirs that are permanent, I probably would not necessarily go back and buy from MAC again. Okay, and now for the rest of the products that I'm still working on. Sorry if you can see light on my face. It's where I'm sitting, the light is changing. Trying to get maybe some not so bright ones there. Yeah, I think that's a little better. And this is going to go out of order again because it's all in a basket. I lost the notebook that I had everything written in. So hopefully this is all of it. If I happen to think of something while I'm here, I'll go grab it. If I realize something's missing afterwards, I'll insert a picture or something. But let's get into it. It's going to be random, not in the category order that I started with, and I will put those categories up on the side. And I do have new products again, so I will give that category and those new products at the end. So the first thing I have is the MAC Honey Rose Highlighter. And if I tap it down, it's about halfway. Can you see that right there? And I did recently, just the other day, I bought some containers for lotion, and I mixed some of this in there with that, because I'm not going to finish this at all if I just use it as a face highlight, because I'm basically using it just right here as the face highlight. I hadn't been using it any other way since, and I hadn't even made it out of the lid and what's in the lid. So this is going to have to go on lotion. However, I wouldn't be totally upset if I didn't finish this. Seeing it is a powder, even though it did lose the cooling part, because this was the Magically Cool liquid powder. Even though it did use that, it's still fine. I kind of hesitate to use it frequently in lotion, but I did want to use just a little bit in it. I have not finished that lotion. I just did it the other day, but that should probably be done in the next month or so, though I do have 2 other lotions that I will get to. Then I have this UV Natural 100 Mineral Sun Kill Powder, and I am, let's see, I'm about right here. So maybe about a third of the way left on this. I did really want to try to finish this month, but I have to use it with the puff. That's the problem. It's got this powder puff on it. So one day I decided that I was going to take the lid off, get some powder, and put it on my face. And then I went to work, and I go into the bathroom, and I look at this makeup, and it looks so awful. It is so cakey. Putting that much of this powder on it made it look so bad that I actually had to take off all my face makeup and go to the closest place I could get concealer, which was like a dollar store, just so I could cover up the redness from scrubbing this off my face. So it looked so strange. I had eye makeup on and then no face makeup, except for some like very bad dollar store concealer. So I'm just gonna have to use this as I can use it, because it was too bad looking without the puff. It put on too much product. It would not blend away. So I don't know that I can use this any faster than I've been using thus far. Then I have the MAC Tenderling Blush, and I am right there. It's got a little bit more of a dip going. I have been using it as a transition color. It's actually very light, so I can use quite a bit of it on there, but I think it's going to take a while. I've never hit pan on a blush, or especially a MAC blush, so I don't know how deep this pan goes. So it may still be a while. I guess my goal for the year is going to be just to hit pan. There's no way that I can finish this. Then I have the Jabot Cream Blush in Natural Flush Light, and come on, I am right there. So I use this all the time. Like anytime I do makeup, I use it all the time. Even if I don't do a lot of other makeup, I always try to put this on, just because I really want to get it used. Especially the ones where I'm so close. I'd hate to get to the end of the year and not have them finished. And ones like this where they're older and really need to be thrown away, I would just hate to be so close and not actually finish. Because it really does need to go at the end of the year. It probably should have gone earlier this year, but it still smells fine, so I'm holding on to it for the last few months just to try to finish it. So I am really, really hoping I can finish this. It's not a lot, but cream blush, and it takes a while. Then I have the Etude House Zero Sebum Drying Powder. And let me see. It's hard to tell. I'm about halfway done at that evened out. And I don't know that I'll finish this because it really is meant to kind of dry out oil, which I don't really have except for like in the hottest parts of summer. So I'm not sure how useful this will be to me when it gets colder, but I actually wouldn't mind not finishing this. It is a nice powder. It's not that old either. I think I got it last year, but it is a nice powder. So actually, if I don't finish it, I'm not heartbroken because I would use this again next year. Then I have the Lime Crime Candy Eyed Eyeshadow Primer. And I am right there. This is another one that's really old and probably needs to go at the end of the year. I've got less progress on this, really. Once I got down to there, didn't seem to get a whole lot of progress just because it doesn't seem to need a whole lot. I might scoop it into kind of the central location just to see how much I actually really have that's pressed up against that side. But yeah, I don't know about this one. I feel like I'm kind of coming down to crunch time. I have 4 months and I've been doing this for a while, so I feel like unless I overuse products, the amount that I've been using them may not cut it for the end of the year. Then I have the Hard Candy Glamouflage Light Concealer. It's a double-ended concealer like this. And I have this much right here and this much right here. So I'm right there. I definitely can tell I've been using this side a lot. When I started, it was much longer than this one, and now it is way shorter. So I have not been using this side as frequently because it is lighter. However, I have started using it under my eyes. It's not the best. I mean, you can tell it doesn't cover so well when I'm tired, but it's working well enough for the day-to-day, and it's getting it used. It doesn't crease on me, which is really good. I don't know that I'd continue it. I do like the more liquid concealers for under my eyes, but it's working and it's helping me use it. I would like to finish this one as well because I've been working on it for so long. Then I have the Tarte for True Blood Lip Surgence, and I've still got some of that tip. Part of me feels like my goal really is going to end up being getting rid of that tip, and that's it, because I've been working on this. I think this came in maybe the 3rd month, so like in March. This was added in, and I still have part of the tip that it came with. It's not as pointed as it was, and the actual product itself is only this big. But I've been working on that tip for quite a while. I'm definitely going to have to use it more as a cream blush just on top of the other one if I'm going to use it, because it's not cutting it. It goes on very lightly on top of the nude things. So when I start using the red lip liner more, I'll be using this more on my lips, but lately it's very light, so it's not taking much of the product at all. So I really am going to have to start using this on my face as well. Then I have my Neutrogena Revitalizing Lip Balm, and this is in Petal Glow. I would roll this up, but it started to break when I was looking at it the other day, so this is actually pretty big. Like when I rolled it up, there was a lot of product in this. And what I don't like about this product is you can't over put it on. Like if you put on too much, it almost starts like burning a little bit. So it's fine just like, do it once. But if you try to put on more coats, it feels uncomfortable. It doesn't hurt. So I'm not saying it's like burning like it's hurting, but it feels kind of uncomfortable if there's too much on. So it's definitely not something you can overuse. Which I kind of like to do if it's my sitting at home doing nothing lip product. I'm just like while I'm watching TV, just start putting it on. And it's hard with this because it burns a little bit. Then I have the Elizabeth & James Nirvana Nude Lip Gloss. And I haven't touched this. It's basically, I love how it smells though, but it's basically like almost so sheer that it doesn't have any color, but a little bit of shimmer in there. And I don't know. I guess I could use that as my next like at home thing, but I kind of hate to do that. I just feel like I won't get it done any other way. I don't know. I'm just not a lip gloss person. I guess that's what it is. I'm not a lip gloss person, which is why I'm trying to use up lip glosses. And I just, like, when I'm getting ready for the day, I just choose not to put it on. Especially when I'm layering so many other products, I choose to skip the lip gloss. So, I mean, that may be the only way. I'm really going to work on it, see if I can, like, maybe bring it to work with me and apply it there. And the next product that I have is this Clio BB Water BB Cream. And I am right there, right above the orange thing. So I should definitely be done with this by next month. If I had even, maybe not, maybe that's a little too much, but I was thinking maybe, you know, I might have been a good bit closer if I had filmed this like a few days later, but I wanted to get it done now while I had the time to do it. And that actually reminded me of a product that I forgot, so I will be right back with that product. Okay, the product that I forgot was actually this one because I have not used it at all. It's the Mekyon CC Cushion. And this will be the one that I start on after I finish that BB cream. So I know CC Cushions have a lot less product, so I'm hoping that this will be easy enough to go through in the next 4-ish months. And I've also been working on this. This is the Benefit Moonbeam. And if it hadn't gotten all shaken up, it's down to about right here. Right under Moon. And part of that is because I mixed some of it in with a lotion. And I have also been putting it on my face. I've been mixing it with my BB cream and doing that. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go when I have the cushion. What I may have to do is layer this first over my primer and then put the cushion on to kind of get the same like kind of mixed glowy foundation effect. But yeah, this will probably have to go at the end of the year too, I would think. So I feel a little bit bad about using it in lotion, but considering I never really used it before anyway, I guess at least I'm using the product. Then I have the Dr. Young Anti-Pore Pore Eraser Balm, and this is the primer that I have been using. And I am actually so close to being done. I was really hoping that I would be done, when I saw how quickly it was going, that I would be done by the end of this month, but I will definitely be done by the end of next month. I do enjoy this, but I get the impression that it's probably a little bit more expensive than I would want to pay, considering how quickly I have gone through this. Then I have the N Cosmetics highlighter, and I am right there. I did think I would go a little bit quicker on this because of how quickly I went through the contour side, but that is where I am. I am really going to work on this the next month and try to get most, if not all of it done, because I didn't even touch my ColourPop Monster highlighter. And this I actually would really like to use. It was very, very pretty. If nothing else, I want to at least hit the pan on it. I know the pan on the eyeshadows for ColourPop are really, really shallow. I'm not sure about the blush ones. So, this may be pretty shallow too. So I'd at least like to hit pan on it and get some of it out of the way. Then I have the NYX Dark Circle Concealer, and I am right there. I don't know if you can see the dip. It's pretty solid, and I don't know if you can tell, but these are not all that deep. They go only a little bit below the lip of the container. So I really don't know. I have not yet stuck something in there to create a pan just to see where I am. But I might do that this next month. I'm not sure I'll finish this. This is a lot. I had gone through the first part of it very quickly, but it doesn't seem that this rest of it is going all that quickly. So we'll just see where we get done on it. And then I have the MAC Prep and Prime Vibrancy Eye Primer, and really I just got tired of trying to figure out where I was at in that stupid container, because I swear it never moved. Like once I figured out I could measure it by the holes in there, I would stick a paper clip up there, but in like the last 3 months it's not moved at all. So I don't know, I just got tired of it, so I stuck it in a little jar, and that's how much there is. So I will be working on it out of this. Then I have the MAC Tender Tone Lip Balm in Tread Gently. And I am right there. It's getting thinner on the side, but all the product is basically on that section right there. This one I really hate the idea of just using while I'm at home, because I really do like it. But it is old, so I don't know. I have a lot of lip products to decide on for that, you know, using at home thing. Then I have the Benefit Foiled Cream Shadow, and I have it in another little jar. I have that much left, and I'm not going to be able to finish both the cream shadows that I have in here. The other one is this Benefit 5-in-1, so I really need to put my focus into one of them to try to finish it out, and I think it's going to be the Benefit one, just because I've used a lot more of it. I don't know how much of this I've used. I've taken the stop route because I wasn't getting product, but now I'm getting a lot of product, so I really don't know how much is in here. It's a tiny thing, but it spreads out really easily, so it doesn't need a whole lot, so really I have no idea on this one. So if it comes down to it, I'm focusing on the Benefit one over the Bare Minerals one, just to be able to finish one of them. Then I have the Benefit Watts Up highlighter, and I dug the whole thing out to put in lotion. This, out of all the things that I put in lotion, was the most difficult to work with. It was a cream, but it was actually very solid, so it didn't melt down easily, it didn't mix up easily. Like when I mixed up the Urban Decay cream shadow into lotion, it went very easily in there. It mixed very well. This was too solid, even though it was a cream, to really mix well, and it didn't melt well, so this is not my favorite. But I was surprised at how little product there was when I dug it out. Like, I dug it down all the way to the bottom. I didn't cut it off at the rim there. I dug it down all the way to the bottom, and it actually was not a lot of product for how long it takes people to go through this. I mean, I guess that's good, you know, the product lasts a while, but I mean, I'm sure everyone's heard me complain about the Benefit full sizes, so I will not this time. But yeah, not as much product as I was expecting. It did not go well into the lotion, so we'll see how that lotion works out. I just did all my lotions a couple days ago, so we'll see how that works out, but I think it would probably be the worst out of all of them, if not a little chunky maybe. Then I have the Peri Peri lip tint, and it's right there. It's going down just a little bit, not much, but I use it lightly because this color doesn't look good on me. I have it on top of my other stuff just to give my stuff a little bit of an orange tint, but full on orange just does not look good on my face. So I'm just using what I can. That brush actually like pushes the product up quite a bit. That is a massive brush for this little tiny thing. But, you know, I'm doing what I can on it. I've got 4 months, so this one may actually go. Then I have the NARS Pure Matte Lip Cream, and I'm just not getting anywhere on this. There's really not a lot of product, but I look so dead if I put this on like full force. I don't know. Maybe I'll use it a little bit more later on when I'm paler and it doesn't look as pale on me, I guess. I don't know. It just, if I put it on full force, it doesn't look wonderful. But if you're looking for a concealer nude, I do think this is a really good one. I just have to mix it. And I do actually like to have it because I like to mix it. It makes things lighter. But yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look that good on me on its own. I was actually going to do that today because I have like such bright eyeshadow, but when I did that, it just didn't look good. Then all I have left are pencils. The first one is the NYX Wonder Pencil, and it's about the same place. I really haven't had to sharpen it that much. So I knew this would take a while. I had one that I worked on that I used around my eyes. I thought this one might go a little bit faster, but it doesn't look like it will. So yeah, I've got that one. Then I have Max Teddy. It is a tiny bit shorter. I have sharpened it a little bit, but not that much. I did use this a lot, and I used this a lot. My eyeliner is just not terribly heavy. Like, I'm not great at putting on eyeliner and not messing up my eyeshadow. So when I do, I put it on very, very lightly. Now, if I don't wear anything, I'm only wearing eyeliner, I will wear it heavier because I'm not as concerned about messing it up. But I also did use Stash Some, and it is right there. And it's really drying out in the thing. When I sharpened it, it kept breaking off. So we'll see how this goes. I need to finish at least one of the liners, and I think I really want to focus on finishing this one. This is the Urban Decay Whiskey liner. For one thing, I have had this forever. It's been in several projects. I've been working on it for a long time. I finished the whiskey side, and now I just have that much of the zero side. But if you look at the whiskey side, it went down all the way to that nub, so I've got quite a bit left on this still. But I think I really want to focus on the zero over the other two, just to finally get this out of my life and not have to throw it out at the end of the year. Then the last three products are my lip liners. I have the Bella Pierre lip liner and number 2. I haven't even used this, so it's still the same as it was. And then I have the Cherry Red from Flower, and I've used this a few times, and I think this is going to be my next focus because there's not a ton, and I do use it to fill in my entire lip, so I think it might go pretty quickly. So this will be my next focus. I really need to start getting some of these done. Some of them are close. Some of them will probably be hanging on till the very end. So I have one more product that I've already had in here, and I really wanted to be done with this, and I'm so close. And I guess I could call it done because it's basically got a couple of uses left in it. And that is the Ofra Silk lip liner. I am right here. I don't know that I could sharpen it anymore, but it's still got some color right there. I've thus far had to take pliers and twist it in my sharpener just to get it the full way around. What I do like about these is this end part is slightly bigger than the rest of the pencil, so when I put it in, it does not swallow the pencil. So even this short, it's still usable. But I was really hoping to be done with that. I didn't think it would actually go this far down. And it may not sharpen again, but I do still have just a tiny bit left. So I am still going to use that. I really do like this. Maybe one day when I have no other lip liners, I would get this again. Well, that was exhausting, but I do have 5 new products to add in and just to have more to do. Some things are actually pretty easy because as one goes, I'm replacing it with another, but I do have things where I have a bunch of them already and I'm just adding onto the pile. So that makes it hard to actually like work in everything, but I'm trying to really get products that I feel like I have a potential to use. So some of the products that I have are smaller sizes. Originally, I had said that I wanted to do only like full-size things that I had paid for or, you know, paid full price for. But let's be real, I have 4 months. I'm not finished with most of this. I won't finish a lot of full-size products that I add in now. So I've shifted my focus and my goal to ridding myself of a lot of the things like the face products. My next category is just a random category of things that I want to get rid of. So the first thing I have is this NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It's not that I don't like this, but the problem is when I picked it up, I got the wrong color. So I got it in taupe, which would be great for my hair color now, except for my brows are already dark, so they have to have something like a tint or a gel or something that changes the color. The brow pencil is not going to do it. The next product is the Kaylin Tinted Lip Balm in Apple Pink, and this came in one of those subscription boxes, which means I've had this at least over a year, probably a year and a half. I don't remember when this came in. And I used it a few times already just to see if it was something I wanted to add in. It's actually way more opaque than I thought it would be. But it doesn't look like there's a ton of product in there, so I'm really hoping I can finish this. It doesn't seem like one that I can really use well at home. It's also not one that I can travel with, so it's also really stupid bulky packaging, so I just want to get rid of this. Then I have the Urban Decay Lip Junkie Lip Gloss, and I don't know what color this is. This is a hot pink color. The sticker that had the color is gone, but it's a hot pink color. So this is like a size that came with a palette or something. And basically I just picked a lip gloss. I picked one out of the many that I thought I could finish. Otherwise there was no real reason to pick it other than I needed to finish a lip gloss. Then, because I'm almost done with the primer that I am currently working on, I picked the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer sample. I'm not sure where this came from. It might have been in like an Ipsy or something, because I don't know where else I would have gotten it. So I mean, technically I paid for it, even though it's a sample size. I picked this one. I do have another sample sized primer, but I picked this one for now, even though it's a small one, because these pore minimizing ones take a lot longer because you don't use them as much. That other one that I'm using works well all over the face, but not all of them do, so I do want to get this out of the way. And then my last product I actually changed out at the last minute because, like I said earlier, that powder that I have, it was so bad and so cakey that I had to take it all off and get basically a dollar store concealer. And that dollar store concealer was the worst, like the worst concealer ever. And that was the LA Colors concealer right here. It's been laying on its side, so it's like that. So for one thing, this color is supposed to be light, and it's actually darker than my skin. I would have gotten Wet n Wild, the stick one. That was the other one they had, but they only had it in medium, so I got this. It's terrible. I don't want it in my life, but I paid for it. Like it was $1.50 or something, but I paid for it. So I'd really hate to just toss it out right now. So I'm going to give it till the end of the year. And if I haven't finished it by then, I would just toss the rest of it because I feel like by then I would have gotten my dollar's worth. But yeah. This is my final product. My category was random things I want to get rid of. And yeah, I hope I will have way more finished next time. I've got some things that are very close. I have at least 3 things that should be completely done. I'm hoping to have at least one more of the lip balmy type products done because I really do want to get my tinted lip balms down. that's one of the other categories that I have where I have way too many of them and I just don't use them that much. I prefer just to have regular clear lip balm. So I'm going to see what I can do on that. I should have at least 3. Hopefully I'll have some more. But yeah, that is everything. If you haven't checked out my previous Project Pam videos, they will be linked to the side, and my previous video will also be linked to the side, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.